Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam free online classes in mathematics, class 8. I hope all of you are ready. Today we have got a very interesting topic in data handling. Before we come to today's topic, we will see what you have seen in the previous class. So what is data? Data mostly available to us in an unorganized form is called raw data. Raw data. For example, if you say the marks of different subjects scored in a test or an examination, that is called raw data. Or if you say the rainfall in different months of a year, that is raw data. So that raw data should be organized, and in order to draw meaningful inferences from any data, we need to organize the data systematically. So we have to organize it. Suppose you see the rainfall, you must compare with the previous year and the same month. That is called organized data. So if you say the marks of different tests, you should compare with the first test, second, third test, like that, and you must put in a beautiful form. Then you can present it in the form of a bar diagram or a histogram or double bar graph, etc., etc. And then we will get inferences. What is the meaningful inferences means? What you can make out, that is called inferences. So that inferences means you can make out. Suppose you are telling about results, why the results has improved. Of course, when you improve result, nobody will ask. Say everything good or God's grace, say. If it has come down, then only complaints will come. Why it has come down? What is the reason? What happened? Like that. Anyway, they are called the inferences. Suppose it is rainfall. Why this month there is no rainfall? What may be the reason? Like that, the meteorologist will think about that. And it should be organized. If it is organized, we can make out the inference. And also, raw data can be grouped and presented systematically through grouped frequency distribution. So we make what is called as class intervals of the size 10 or 5 or 20, whatever it is, depending on the size. So while grouping, we will make it what is called as class intervals. Then you have, so I think you remember what we done in the previous classes. First column is called class intervals. Then you have tallies. Then you have frequency. So these are the different columns we can see there, right? So then it becomes a group data. So when the tallies are counted, total will be called as frequency. So that is what you can make out, right? And then you can say which is maximum, which is minimum, and all that. And this group data can be represented using histogram or bar diagram or double bar diagram and so on. So histogram, there is no gap between the bar diagrams. It should be continuous, and the breadth of each bars or columns should be same. Heights may change. Heights tell about the frequency, is it not? Breadth tell about the class interval, from where to where. So these are the things we already studied in the earlier classes. Now let us go to the home assignments. For which of these would you use a histogram to show the data. Give reasons for each. First one, the number of letters for different areas in a postman's bag. How many have seen postman? You also want to become postman? Of course, some of you may become, you don't know. He will have a bag. In that bag, what he does? He will keep letters of different areas. One village, or one hobli, one taluk, like that. He will make some groups and keep the letters there, and he distributes. Here we cannot draw the histogram. So, in the first case, not possible to draw the histogram. And what is the reason? Reason is we cannot because we cannot make class intervals. Or you can say groups. So that is the reason why we cannot. Second question, the height of competitors in athletics meet. Yes, we can draw histogram because the heights of athletics, the heights of athletes, what do you mean athletes? What do you mean athletes? How many of athletes are here? Those who go for 100-meter running, 200-meter running, jumps, all these are called athletes. I think most of you are there in one or other. So heights of athletes can be grouped. Or you can make class intervals, that is the meaning. And third one, number of cassettes produced by 5 companies. Histogram not possible. So 5 companies will have different kinds of cassettes. So because grouping is not possible. Grouping is, when you say cassettes, there are different type of cassettes of different topics, and hence grouping is not possible, or you can say very difficult. Same type will not be there. And lastly, number of passengers boarding the train from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at a station. Here, for every 1 hour, we can make out, because there will be tickets. The ticket will be entered there, and they will be know from where to where, stations. So here we can draw histogram. For every 1 hour, for every train, we will be knowing passengers going from which place to which place, because the grouping can be done. Grouping of whom? Grouping of passengers can be done. How many are gone in train? Oh, most of you, right? Yeah. Train journey is very comfortable, right? You enjoy it, right? And one interesting thing you might have seen, when the train is moving, the trees, the buildings will be going back. I observed. So it is a very scientific observation if you have done it. If you have not done it, you do it next. Okay. So here all the passengers will be having tickets, and the tickets will be entered by the ticket collector, and it will be computerized also. So every 1 hour they will make out from where to where they have gone. So we can make grouping of that, hence you can make class intervals, hence you can draw the histogram. So this is the answer for the questions. You noted down? Okay. Now we will come to topic for today. It's a very interesting topic. You might have seen this, what is called as circle graph, or also called pie chart. So have you come across data represented in a circular form as shown in the figure? So here are two circles. Have you seen it anywhere? Yes, you have seen, right? And here this is this left one, the time spent by a child during a day. So far we have studied that the data can be represented in the form of rectangular columns or bars. We call it as bar diagram, double bar diagram, histogram, etc., etc. Now, this is another way of presenting the data. For example, the time spent by a child during a day. You are all sitting there, children, correct? Are children, you agree? So be like a child, but not childish. So always you must be pure in heart and enjoying, right? So every child, means a school going children, will have what is called as maximum is sleeping. Of course, for your age 7 hours is sufficient, but 8 hours is well and good. How many have the habit of sleeping for 8 hours? Raise your hands. Okay, most of you have it. And in school you have 6 hours. Mostly schools will start at 10 o'clock, 10 to 12:30 or 1, then again starts at 2, 1 hour gap. In some school they only have half an hour gap. Anyway, we can say roughly about 6 hours. And playing 3 hours. In some of the boys may not get, there will be no ground at all. But we are considering those schools which have ground, and they allow for playing in the evening. Sometimes they allow all the boys to play in the evening 1 hour or 1 period at least. In a home, after coming from the school also you will play. No? So let us suppose a boy or a girl plays for 3 hours and 4 hours of homework. Okay, how many have the habit of doing homework? Not copying. Some of you are experts in copying, seeing other books and writing down. No, not copying. You must do independently. Be honest. Okay, let us suppose we are thinking of a very sincere, hardworking boys or girls who will do about 4 hours of homework. And then the remaining 3 hours for others. Others means what? Your personal work, like taking bath, brushing, and dressing, hair dressing, all those, and keeping the bag ready, all those. We say it has 3 hours. So 24 hours divided into this way, and that is represented in a form of a circle graph, also called as pie chart. And here is one more figure. Age groups of people in a town. Of course, it is one estimation, may vary, because when the children are born, the number increases. So many people die, that also changes. At one instant of time, 15 to 60 years, there are, let us suppose, 50,000 people are there. And 0 to 14 years, 30,000 are there. 60 and above, 20,000. So this can be shown in the form of a circle. Now, our challenge is how to draw this figure. So by seeing figure, you can answer some of the questions, correct? Or it gives some idea about for example, in the case of a boy or a girl going to school, some idea will come. So all of you must have a timetable from getting up in the morning until sleeping. You should have a rough timetable and try to follow it. That will always help you. And this also, if you know the number of people in your town or a village, it will be very helpful for you. And if you don't know, you can ask the village panchayat or a town municipal, the office. You can ask and ask for the people there, and you be knowing it, okay? And now, how to draw it? A circle graph shows, so what does it show? Relation between a whole and its parts. So what you saw in the figure was different parts. When you add up all the parts, you get whole. Here the whole circle is divided into what is called as sectors. Understood? So once again showing, these are called sectors. Okay, this is the whole and these are called parts of it. We call it as sectors. So whole thing is divided into sectors. The size of each sector is proportional to the activity or information it represents. In the above graph, for example, the first figure, sector for hours spent in sleeping is equal to number of sleeping hours divided by whole day. One day means how many hours? 24 hours. 1 year means how many months? 12 months. 1 month means how many days? 30 days. 1 day means how many hours? 24 hours. 1 hour means how many minutes? 60 minutes. 1 minute means how many seconds? 60 seconds. These are all the different timings, measurements. So here a child will sleep for 8 hours. Out of the 24 hours available in a day, 8 hours by 24 becomes 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is the part of the whole. In a day, 1 by 3 part is spent for sleeping. So this sector is drawn as 1 by 3rd part of the circle. Is it not? And similarly, hours spent in school, 6 hours out of 24 hours in a day. So 1 by 4th part of the circle. And what about others? Circle is also called a pie chart. So this is one part, it is 1/3, and the remaining is spent for other duties, play and other personal work and all that. Totally it becomes a circle. A circle graph is also called a pie chart. Why that word pie? This word pie is related to circle. For example, area of a circle. Can you just tell me formula? Pi r square. And circumference means perimeter also. You can tell the same word. Circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. So this is in case of a circle. Area is pi r square, circumference is 2 pi r. Here what is the value of pi? Pi is approximately equal to 22 by 7. So as it is a circle graph, the word pi is a constant that is used for the calculation of circumference or area, okay, and its value is 22 by 7, approximately 3.14. You might have heard about famous mathematician, a lady from Karnataka. Anybody knows? Starts with S. Come on. Yes, Shakuntala Devi. She has given a figure of about 64 digits for the value of 22 by 7. You can also try how many digits you can draw. Go on dividing 22 by 7. Okay. So that is why the word pi. Now let us learn how to draw it. How to draw a pie chart or circle graph. Now for that we will take an example. How many have seen ice creams? What's ice cream? Every Tom, Dick and Harry knows it, right? You know it. Here is some 3 samples of ice creams. Say, what do you call it? Chocolate ice cream. Do you know how ice creams are made? I know now you are putting saliva when I say ice cream. You are only showing the figure, but you are not giving ice cream, you may say. But you are on different parts. How can I give? But anyway, you have seen, you know better than me in this. So he is a chocolate ice cream. So here drawing pie chart, the favorite flavors of ice cream. These are called flavors. So many types are there. Is it not? Butterscotch is there. Vanilla is here. And this is called mango. So many types. Is it not? And you know better than me because you are every day you will be seeing different types, especially city boys or girls. So the favorite flavors of ice creams for students of a school is given in percentages. So this is given in percent. Percent means what? For 100. Let us represent this data in a pie chart. So first you must write in fractions. For example, chocolate flavor is 50%, means 50 by 100. That is 1 by 2. That much of, so most of the boys or girls like this chocolate flavor. Vanilla 25%. 25% means 2500, that is 1 by 4. And others may be mango or some others, butterscotch, this, that. Okay, that is about 25% by 100. Actually, pure ice creams are supposed to be made out of milk cream. But nowadays they add so many chemicals also for flavors and for this and all. Anyway, it is one of the most enjoyable item, correct? Why it is enjoyable? Because it is sweet and also it is soft and also it is cool. So that coolness, the sweetness, the softness make the ice creams enjoyable, right? Now fraction of 360 means in a circle the sum of all the angles at the center will be 360 degrees. So that is also called as central angle. The other word you can use it as central angle. Angle at the center. How to do it? That is half is there into 360. That becomes 180 degrees. So at the center you must have 180 degrees. And this is 1 by 4 into 360. That is called full angle. 90 degrees. And again it is 90 degrees. 1 by 4 into 360, 90 degrees. So this is how the division is made in a circle. Now you have to draw a circle using this 180, 90, 90. Okay. How to draw a circle? Of course, most of you know it, but for those of you who don't know, so procedure, a circle of convenient radius is drawn. So you must draw a circle of convenient radius, say about minimum 3 centimeters or 4 centimeter is very helpful. 3 or 4 you can take. Any one radius. What is the instrument you use for drawing a circle? Correct? Compass. And then what you must do? The angle of the sector for chocolate is 180 degrees. Use this protractor and draw angle AOB 180 degrees. Okay, so you have to use protractor. I think all of you seen where you measure the angles, correct? So first thing, the remaining sector also marked. Other one is 90 degrees, third one is 90 degrees. So 180, 90, 90. You have to divide it. And that is how we got that figure. So first drawing a circle with center O and radius say about 3 or 4, and this is a protractor, mark an angle of 180 degrees and draw a line. What is that line called? That line is called diameter. What is the radius? This is called radius. The distance between the center and any point on the circumference. There is no rules that it should be like this only. You can have it here and anywhere. And what is diameter? Diameter is a line segment joining any 2 points in the circumference of a circle passing through the center. So, it should pass through the center. So, what is the relation between diameter and radius? It is double, correct? So, if this is R, this becomes 2R, so 180 degrees. Then keeping the protractor at O, measure 90 degrees in this side, that becomes vanilla, 90 degrees. And if you measure the remaining angle, that will be 90 degrees. So that is how this circle graph, are also called as pie chart, is made. You understood? Okay. So first step, what you must do? The data given is converted into fractions. Then it should be converted into central angles. Then draw a circle that gives the sector. You get the circle graph or pie chart. Now let us see some home assignment. Find the fraction of the circle representing each of these information. So here is the figure. You must tell what is the fraction. This is the different ways of going to school. Some will go by cycle, some of them will go by walk, some of them go by bus or car. So they are asking what fraction it is. You must tell which fraction by seeing the figure. Okay, and one more question. Answer the following question based on the pie chart given figure. Which type of programs are viewed most? So this is about TV channels. I think most of you have, all of you will have TV in their house. In the TV there will be different channels showing different informations. They are called as viewers. For example, you are all called viewers. This lesson will be seen by most of you. That is called as viewing. So news 15%, informative 10%, entertainment 50%, sports 25%. These are called the views. Now you have to answer these questions. Okay, come prepared for that. Before that, we will see what Sadguru Madhusudan Sai says, he says, what you think you are, body. We usually say about body, I am so much height, I am short, I am black, I am red, I am white, and so on. Is it not? My hair is like this, my eyes are like this, and we can't help it. We are only instruments in the hands of God. But others will think that your mind is intelligent, he is dull, he is singer, he is a actor, he is this, that, and all about mind. But really, we are soul. Soul means what? Birthless, deathless, divine entity. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham, said Shankaracharya. So, come prepare the answers for the home assignment. Come prepare for that. Thank you.